right, happy Wednesday, Joe Dog. How are you, brother?
Doing good, Murph. How you doing, buddy?
Good. You ready for poker on the pooter?
I'm ready. 20th anniversary this year. Poker on the Pooter. So
That that is
yeah,
wild.
I'm heading up here in about an hour. So but getting excited.
I love it, my man. Hey, real quick, question for you: how many part-time jobs do you think the World Cup brought in over the last couple months?
Oh God. I guess I probably don't truly understand the scope of the World Cup, but I know it was at what, 12, 15 different locations.
Yeah, it was Canada, United States, and Mexico. How many jobs do you think the U.S.
Let's
brought
say
in?
let's say 30,000.
Okay, 180,000.
Wow.
180,000. So today we had our ADP for July that came out. So the reason I asked that is because we're going to have some fluctuating numbers over the next few reports, as these are a lot of hospitality jobs, jobs that were just for the World Cup. But here are the numbers for July. You can see it's the low. It missed expectations, 44,000. The expectation was 70,000. You can see by company size who was doing the hiring. Joe, we were in that small group right there. We hired
Yeah.
Miranda. We hired
Right.
Miranda in our insurance
Yep.
company.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
Annual pay increases, job stairs 4.4, previous four, and then pay increases for job changers. You change your job, you're going to make more money. Anyways, I thought that was kind of interesting. That came out today. So, with a kind of a weak jobs report number, okay, and then you throw on, I got one more for you. You throw on, this is the oil market. So, this is crude oil. And when the Iran war started, obviously you can see the big spike right here, Joe. You see that all the way. I think at
Oh
one
yeah.
point it was like $120, and now we're back down to 75. And honestly, it failed to make a new high and never got back up here, and now it's retreating and going back down. So, not making any predictions, but if this oil continues to drop, we start to see some weaker job numbers. I would expect the 10-year Treasury to start to come down and see rates start.
What happened this morning? Did the bond or treasury react any different or you lost your volume? I don't know why.
Oh, you got it back?
There we go.
Sorry.
Yep.
Sorry. There was reports that maybe there's some chatter about the Strait of Hormuz maybe being open, but we've heard that so many times, so it's really hard to say if that's really going to develop into
Right.
anything. But I do think if these oil prices continue to come down and the labor market starts to tighten up, we might see lower mortgage rates second
Okay.
half of
Okay.
2026.
All right.
I could also be dead wrong.
Right. Right.
Let's
Okay.
hope
We'll see what happens.
I'm right. All right, buddy. What do you got for rates?
All right. Rates 3% down conventional purchase. If you're a first time home buyer under the 80% area median income, you're at 6.5.
Top.
Even if you're a first time home buyer under the 100 AMI with good credit today, you could get 6.5. If you're 5% down, not a first time home buyer or over the 100% AMI, you get 6.625 today with good credit. VA loan with 0% down is 599, just barely holding on to that five handle.
What's FHA?
Um, FHA with 3.5% down is 5.875.
Okay.
Uh, Interesting enough, a 15-year fixed purchase with 20% down today on a primary is 5.875.
Okay.
A jumbo purchase with 20% down with good reserves and great credit, you could get 6% today on a 30-year. Investment purchases with 20% down is still hovering right around 7%.
Yep.
If you put down 25%, you could pay a little bit for 6.625 or get a little credit at 6.75. Just on average, not a quote.
I was just
Um,
gonna say real quick on the FHA rates at 5.875. Just remember for the agents, you could get up to 6% seller credits. So
yep.
you can get a good chunk and buy down that FHA rate, probably close to, depending on what the loan amount is, but low fives, right around five,
Yeah,
depending.
I had one yesterday that they could get 27,000 with 6% of their purchase price, so they could get 17 grand towards a buy down, which got them down to 5.375,
Okay.
and then the other 10 grand for their closing costs. So
Perfect.
yeah, that's a really good point. So that's the purchases. Now for refis, if you're doing a rate and term refi, meaning no cash out, on a primary residence. 70% loan to value, you're at 6.5. 80% loan to value, you're at 6.625. If you want to do the same thing, a rate and term refi on an investment, 70% is 6.625, 80% jumps up to 7.1. So that's a biggie on investment. Cash out refi on a primary, you go to 70%, you're at 6.625. 80%, you're at 6.875. And if you want to do a cash out on a refi on an investment, 70%, you're at 6.875. If you want to go to the max, which is 75% on an investment cash out, you can go to 7% as the rate. Happy National Oyster Day. I hate oysters. My wife likes them. Are you an oyster guy, Murph?
I can do them. I can do them. I was about to say there is no way you probably never tried one.
I've tried one, and the texture alone, it could taste like pumpkin pie. It's awful, awful. Um, and Patrick Ewing, the 64th birthday Hall of Fame New York Nick.
That's
I
awesome.
remember watching him growing up and him at the free throw line and just water and drip sweating down the whole
I
time.
remember that
So,
too. Back in the
yeah,
Jordan
yeah.
days. Back in the
Back in the
Jordan
Jordan
days.
days. And I don't know, but the fad, this Nito fad, is becoming crazy. I don't know if you've seen these. This is my stress ball for the office, but my daughter and wife are in love with these. They went to Shields last night to buy these dang things, and there were people buying carts of these things
What are they
at
called?
20, $25 each, Nitos, and
Tw-
then they sell them online for 50, $60. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So
Maybe
that's
that. Hey, that's
hey,
another
you're not
business.
going to get that anywhere but here, you know.
Mortgages, insurance, and then what are those? Nito balls? Nitos.
Yep,
All right, cool,
Nitos.
buddy. Take it down at Poker on the Pooter. Have a great
Thank
time.
you.
We'll hold
Thank
down
you.
the fort here, and everybody have a great rest of your week. We'll be back next week. Thanks so much.
Thanks for watching. If you need anything, Chris and Des are here. Take care.
Bye.